with this one, I'm going to go into a little bit more complicated details now. If you want to do, especially if you're doing research on historical sites and that type of thing. Now, with Google Chrome with me, I've set up so I got quick access icons on here. Look, you see it? And what these are for, if you're looking for some historical sites, they won't be listed, a lot of them. You can't do a search for them. So you might have to go into like sites, like historical sites like Cadw, Covlane, English Heritage, that type of thing. And in there, they will give you, most of them, a map reference, which Google Maps won't recognize to send it there. So what I use the UK Grid reference finder, and that's what it basically looks like. Okay, right, so if I go back on the second one now, go back in again. Also I use a lot is the British Express web page. Now this one is, I don't know, I just find it really good for just the brief descriptions of any of the sites that I go to. So I do use that a lot, and it's because when you do a search, you just search it in there, and most of the time they are in there. The other page I normally use as well is, let's have a look, the YouTube one. All right, so they are the three main ones that I use. Okay, so if we go in here now, and the other thing I do as well, if we go into just type in MyMaps in there, and obviously because I use it a lot, it comes up straight up on my search engine. So we go in there, you got to make sure you're logged in to your Google account, and as soon as you open MyMaps, you'll just go straight in, and then it'll open up all the maps. These are all the maps I've been working on over the last couple of years. So this is the one that I've been using as an example for me to show you, okay? So this one now, what I normally do as well, because there's so much to in and fro in here, I close this down. So it's halfway along there, and then I open up another browser, this time in Firefox. So I've got two different browsers open. Okay. So let me just quickly sign in. I've already registered, so that'll just take me straight in. So there we are. We got two separate browsers. The reason I do this is because it's a pain flicking from one tab to the other. Okay. So basically, if you wanted to, I could go in here and open the Google My Maps on this side, because sometimes, which I will show you, click in there. Now that's the map that's on there now. So if I'm this one now, I'd rather use this side as my reference. So if we go in there, and that's just taking me back to the main page again. Right. So what we could do, if I bring that over there, take that up there, and have that browser on the right hand side. So it's everything really what is comfortable for you to use. Okay. So say we've got to put another layer in here. You know, I said before, you've got 10 layers. So you've got plenty of scope to put in as much data as you like. but you're restricted to 10 layers, okay? So sometimes you might have to put other material in the layer that you're working on, but that's simple to do. Just put the icons different, that's all, so you can pick them out. Right, so if you go in there and add a layer. Now say if we go in there and we'll put it historical sites. Click save. Okay, so that's where we got there. Now what we can do is, say if we do a search up here. Right, let's have a look. Megalithic sites. We'll keep it in Wales again, okay? In Wales. And then you'll category megalithic. See, there's a megalithic. I am actually a member of this, but just basically to show you. We log in. I'm already logged in. Look, so I can go in there. So if we put in, because there is a map on here, find a site, UK and Ireland map. So we go in South Wales, where I live, right? So click on there. It's a bit slow at the moment. There we go. So just as right, there it is. This Abereiron, right? This is a holy well. So if we go in there, click on it. See, the description is not very, it's mainly data that's in here. And the description, these are the different sites that's in there, okay? But this is showing you how I use these two different browsers. So you can, whatever your interests are. Now, if you look up here, it gives you all data where they are, okay? But what I tend to use, I copy this. And that's the map reference number. Then go into the grid reference finder, paste it in, then click go. And that's where it is, okay? Now there's all the information of where it is, but that's the detail you want. You want the longitude and latitude. You click on that, it will highlight it all. Copy it, click in there in the search, paste it in, then search for it. Bang, that's where it is. You can zoom in, look, and it's normally quite accurate, but I will show you later that you can move the position of it. So if you click on that now, it's just got a reference map, okay? So what you need to do now is add onto the map, and it's already gone in down here, okay? Now because it's right, so you can edit it. Now you know what the name of it is, so if you go back in here, right, then highlight the name of it. You don't have to type because it's so quick, you can do it like this. Click on that there, paste it in, there it is, okay? And that's basically telling you a little bit about it. There's a couple of pictures of what people have put in, and basically where it is, and on there as well. Okay, now then, what I normally do then, in the British Express, I go and see if there's any information in there. So I click search. Alright, let's have a look at this one. No, so it's not in there. Right, so we'll do another search and do a full search in here. Okay, and can I do a full search, see what comes up. So the megalithic one there, which is wasn't a very good write-up on there. So you can have a look, see equivalent, see what they come up with. Page not found. Not having much success here, are we? Right. Newcastle Wells. That says, let's try this and see what holy well. But these are the type of things you will come up with against. Right, there's that one there. Right, have a look. Let's have a look at Wikipedia. See if there's anything on here. No. I didn't pick it very well, did I? But it gives you an idea what I'm looking for anyway. Let's just go into the. Let's have a look. See what the article says. Let's just put a little bit in there. Copy. You can do things to it later anyway. Okay. We'll click save on there. Let's change that icon there. What I normally do is go in here. With a well, they normally inside a little building, a lot of them. So I tend to use this one, which is like a tunnel. Even though it's not a well. Or you could put a well in there, see what comes up. Well, right. No, nothing there. Right, so put tunnel. There, look, see? So you can use any icon as long as you know what it is. I'll leave it as the main default colour, the blue, okay? There's blue water in it, so I'll leave it at that. Right, the other thing is if you click on it, click on the camera. Now, two ways I can do this, right? There's one which is, if you click on that picture there, now you can do screenshots. I don't know what computer you got, but I got a Mac. And if you press the up arrow, Command and 5, it'll bring up and then you click capture. You could click and drag it over. Okay. And voila, there it is. Right, the next one you can do is go back. There it is. So if I highlight that again, the name of the well, but go into Google search, paste it in, then click, and see that picture I've already put in. But you've got to be careful because you got well, it brings up every other well that's going into it. So for now, I'll just use that one for now. But the other clever trick in as well is if you go into actual maps, and I use this a lot. Where are we with the maps? Oh, I haven't put it. I thought I put it in there. Oh, sorry, it's up here. In the corner there. There's maps. So we open that up. Now, I normally put the satellite on. Now, what I would do here is click that on there. Go in here where that you got that grid reference. See there? Copy that. Go back into maps. Paste it in. Do a search. And there, where are we now? I know what it is. I put it in the directions one, so I don't want to do that. Have a look a minute. There it is there. Okay. Let me zoom in. Now, see the little yellow man? And you can't get at it. So I can't show you. But say if it was here, this is just purely just to give you an idea what I do. Okay. So that takes you down to like the road level. So whatever you're looking for could be there. Let's see the view down that street then, right? You can do the same again. Up arrow, control 5, and you can bring it down, right? Like that. To whatever you want. So if you can't find a picture, you can create one. Then click capture and drag it in. And this is purely from the Google. There we are, see? So I haven't actually, nobody's ever taken that. The only thing that's taken that picture is the Google Map van, which drives around. But it's a great tool to use. And then click save. And then you're in. So basically that's it on that one. Just to give you some ideas on, but this one that's a cracking tool to use. And also you can do, so there's another little hint for you. I'll put that in again so it's an upload, so you can drag a picture in. Do a download shot of it, okay? So we lift that up. So it gives you an aerial view of roughly where it is, okay? So we do the same again, capture, drag it over, and it's done. Now, what I'll do now, even though I doubt that there is a video of this, but I'll have a look. So if I highlight that, copy, click the camera again, see this YouTube URL? So click on that, go into YouTube and do a search for that well, okay? There is, so somebody has done a video, okay? Upper Island. So it's basically, there's not one other well, but just go to show you. If you want to do like a video to go in there, if you click on it, right? So what you do, I like that, so I'll put that in. So what you do is copy the address up at the top, or you can do a share and copy there, like, see? Then stop this noise. Right, then go over here, paste the link in, and there's that video, look. Select it, and you got it in there, and save. Right, so let's open this up a little bit now, just to give you an idea what it looks like. Now, this is not what people will see when you share your map. So if you go to preview, this is what it will look like, okay? And it's showing you all the places that you've already put in. So say if you wanted to go to St. Fagans, this is what you will see. Tells you a little bit about it. If you click on there, now, it'll take you in. It's redirecting into the museum. And that's it, basically, and just go into whatever you want to look. And go back to that then. Then, if you want to go there, and it doesn't matter where you are in the country, If you click on that arrow, it'll open you up in Google Maps, okay? And then you just click in and go to it from wherever you are. I don't want to put that up as my address is on there. But that's basically it. And go back to the main page. And that's it. Hopefully I'll do a few more, but I think you've got all the tools you need now so that you can work on your maps. The next one I'll show you how you can import data into the maps as well, like cycle tracks and cycleways from Sustrans, places like that. They do their own maps, and I can show you how you can import them into there. Okay, that's it. Finished.